So do your best to enjoy your life right now. Do the things that you love. And if tomorrow something happens to you, at least you will have in mind that, you know what, I've enjoyed my life to the fullest, responsibly, not like in a yellow way, in a YOLO way. You only live once. Are you sad on your birthday? Do you think that getting older is a bad thing? If that's the case, keep watching. Hi, my name is Amina. I'm a life coach and I'm here to give some tips and help you with questions you might have. So if you have questions for me, please, and if you have questions and suggestions for me, please leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you like what I do here, please subscribe, like, and share, and help me help other people. So today I want to talk about getting older. It's not a very, I won't say very good experience. It's not a very pleasant experience, let's say. When you're younger, you know, you feel, you know, I have a problem with feel and feel. So you feel full of energy, you know, you feel fully alive. And when time goes by, you know, you start to notice that, oh, it's not what it used to be. Now I need to take more care of myself. I need to pay more attention. Oh, I can no longer do this because I look more fragile than I used to be. Yeah. So yeah, I would say it's not a pleasant experience. So in my case, I am fine with getting older, but I am not always okay with everything that happens around that area, especially the hair. Okay, so I'm here to I actually want to give some tips, and I'm actually using them myself. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing what I have to say, just, you know, keep watching. Okay, so number one is take pictures of you as often as possible. And the reason is, I am somebody, I won't say I hate taking pictures, but that's not my favorite thing. So most of the time, you know, I'm gonna do it when I'm going somewhere and I'm dressed up, just to have an image of the moment, you know, because I don't go out often. So when that happens, I'm like, okay, let's take a picture. At least I'm gonna remember that time. But yeah, when you take pictures as often as possible, at least that's my belief, when you get to 80, you will have something to look back on and you're gonna remember and show to your grandchildren, if you have them. Oh, this is how grandma or grandpa looked when they were young. I'm not sure if that really that really helps, but it feels like a good thing. So yeah, and at least you won't have regret, I believe, because you can think to yourself that you have appreciated the years as they went by. In my case, for example, now I have some kind of regrets because I haven't taken that many pictures, and you know, I would like to remember how I looked like 15 years ago or something. I'm not that old, but yeah, it would be great. Okay, so the next point is, think about the 90 years old you. And that's what I was saying in point one, is when you think about yourself when you're 90, how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel like, oh, I have wasted my time when I was younger because I was thinking about the fact that, oh, I was getting older and I was sad and I didn't enjoy my birthdays, things like that. Try to project yourself in the future. And if you believe that at 90 you're gonna regret the way you are behaving today, change it. Stop complaining about your age. Stop complaining about the changes, but enjoy your current age, because it's gonna get worse over time. Sorry. If the 90-year-old version of you is going to be mad at yourself because you didn't enjoy your youth, change your behavior now. My next point is enjoy life now while being responsible. I used to believe that because I didn't go out often when I was a teenager, I didn't have that many friends. So at some point I had like a bitter taste. I could have done more stuff, things like that. I could have done more. I could have this and I could have that. And that's the thing that you want to avoid getting older, because when you enjoy your life safely and responsibly, at least you won't be a few years later looking back and regretting, oh, I should have done this, I should have done more of this. So do your best to enjoy your life right now. Do the things that you love. And if tomorrow something happens to you, at least you will have in mind that, what, I've enjoyed my life to the fullest, responsibly, not like in a yellow way, in a YOLO way. You only live once. You enjoy your life, you do the things that you like to do, but do it responsibly. I'm not saying that you have to go take like loans. I'm not saying that you have to go in debt so you can travel. That's not what I'm saying. Enjoy your life responsibly. Know what you like to do. Know what feels like enjoying life, and do more of that instead of being sad. And I know some circumstances can make you feel down. Honor them, but do your best to not spend most of your time in those situations, in those down states, down emotions. Do your best to climb out of despair and sadness to the best of your ability. Now, if you can't do it by yourself, you can see a therapist, a counselor, and they're gonna show you how to do it. So before we get to the next point, I wanted to let you know that I have a one-on-one coaching service. So if you are interested in working with me, you can reach out using the link to my website in the description box. I also have a blog, and I talk about the same kind of subjects. So if you like what I do here, but in written form, you can give it a try. Thank you in advance. So my next point is you need to learn how to love yourself and make yourself a priority. Many people hate themselves, and it's because of the way they grew up. It can be because they did something really bad and now they cannot forgive themselves. There are many reasons, but mostly what I've seen is people with low self-esteem. They tend to hate themselves the way they grew up. They don't value themselves. They were talked down. They were bullied, and growing up, they just continue with that feeling of self-hatred, because they never learn how to appreciate who they are, and nobody affirmed them, so they think they have no value, which is completely understandable, which I can completely understand. So, and we like to say, oh, love yourself, but you don't know how to do it. So what I did personally was using affirmation that I journaled in the morning, and something else that I had as a belief, and I still have it, is if you exist, you're worthy. If you exist, you're the bomb, otherwise you wouldn't be there, and you're not beneath anybody. Nobody's above you. So just because you're on earth, you deserve to be loved, and loved by yourself first. I hope this is gonna help a little bit. And in the case where it's very difficult for you to start doing the work to love yourself, see a therapist, see a counselor. And I know I say that all the time, but it's really helpful, because what's going on in the mind can be very tricky. And if you don't have skilled people who know how to deal with that kind of challenges around you to help you, it's going to be very difficult. So have a counselor, a therapist, somebody who can help you get out of that situation, that state, and do the research, gather information. There are many you have many coaches online, many therapists, and they're gonna give you some tips where you can start doing the love yourself work, and it's worth it. Because if you don't love yourself, who's gonna do it? And if you hate yourself, do you want to hate yourself for the rest of your life, especially when you're getting older? So yes, so do your best. And and actually my last point was see a therapist if you hate yourself. So I already talked about that, but yeah, just to reiterate that point, if you have a very hard time to appreciate yourself, to love yourself, if you have a low self-esteem, if you don't love yourself, you feel like you're not worthy, work with a therapist, work with a counselor, and they're gonna help you get out of that if they're really good. If they're not good, find somebody else you're comfortable with. Otherwise, you're not gonna go anywhere. So just to recap this video, so some tips to accept the fact that we are getting older. So number one, take as many pictures of yourself as possible. Number two, think about the 90-year-old version of you and how they're gonna feel if you're still depressed because of your age. Number three, enjoy your life now in a responsible way, not in a YOLO way. Number four is love yourself, make yourself a priority. You deserve it. And number five, if you have some problems, to love yourself. If you hate yourself, work with a therapist or a counselor. So the challenge for you today is start taking pictures, and I'm gonna do it very soon. So dress up, ask somebody to take pictures of you and get in the habit of that, not in a narcissistic way, but in a healthy way. And so you can check your phone or whatever you're using to take pictures and be proud of yourself. Dress up, it's very important. Sometimes you feel down, and when you dress up and you look at yourself and you're like, oh no, I am not that. It helps with the feeling better. Next point was that was the challenge. So yeah, take pictures. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like what I do here. And if you have questions and suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. My question for you today is, how do you get over the blues of getting older? So if you have tips that you can add here, please let us know. Leave them in the comment section below. So that's it for today. I hope this video was helpful. So in the meantime, I wish you a good week, and I will see you later. Bye.